This man that's meant to love you is a good man. 6 of Stars. This is a very reciprocal relationship. This is equal give and take. It's an equitable relationship. It's what you put in, you receive. And this is a person who is good. This person is respectful. I was hearing the song What a Man by Salt and Peppa. So hearing that song would be a huge sign of synchronicity. Well, Salt and Peppa and Vogue. And even hearing that Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, even just the fact that it's like those two groups together, it made me think about how you and this man are going to be such a beautiful collaboration. You collaborate really well together. That's the kind of like equal give and take. The things that you each bring to this relationship make this relationship extraordinarily strong. There's so much love flowing. Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands under there as well. I do feel like this is a new person coming in, or somebody who you're already with now. I don't feel like this is an ex at all. This is really somebody like the God or the universe, whatever you like to think of, is sending you this good man. That's who is meant to love you. And it is somebody for your future. Somebody for your future. Empress card. This is you deserving this. This is you receiving finally what you deserve from a man. And again, I am hearing what a man. So and that's why I keep hearing these songs with man in the title, and like it's a gendered reading. My apologies. But okay, you are receiving this blessing. And I just feel like it's King of Wands under there. There's a lot of passion. This man is passionate. Knight of Wands and King of Wands. Ooh, the fire energy. You know, in the song it does talk about, there's definitely like a passionate undertone. And one of the things I was thinking about was like how this person takes his time with you in the bedroom. All right. That's not the only way that makes him a good man, of course. Like let's talk about what he's like. Okay. So he's very respectful. He's very loyal. He can make you laugh. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about this good man. The Sun, he's your joy. Okay, I feel like you can let your childish like self come out. More your childlike, I should say. Your childlike self come out, not childish. It's not immature. Your childlike self, like the parts of you that just like get so giddy and happy and like excited. And this person adores that in you. And I just feel like, yeah, you make each other laugh. You make each other smile. You appreciate simple things, like literally just enjoying the flower, like stopping and smelling the roses. It's like that type of person. Like they I feel like enjoy nature. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, extremely loving, and has space for your emotions, for your feelings. I feel like this is somebody who also, even with the Wheel of Fortune too, like their love is constantly expanding. This is a Jupiter card. There's like this expansion of their love. I also feel like they let things happen in time. They take their time with you. They're not moving too slow, but they like, even though they have this passion, and the Knight of Wands can be kind of a faster moving knight, he's not moving too fast. It's like the right amount of time, because again, he's a good man. He's not love bombing or something like that, right? He's a good man. I feel like he just really wants to understand your feelings. He wants to take the time to understand you, get to know you. Yeah, he's very interested in you. I also feel like he's very respectable, he's very respectful. He's respectable, so he deserves to be respected, and he is also very respectful. I feel like also a synchronicity is like he respects, especially, not that he doesn't respect all women, but I feel like he has a very strong respect for, like, there's strong women in his family, mothers, grandmothers, sisters, things like people like that, where he has like a very, yeah, there's a Queen of Cups. So I feel like this is you, but it's also like the person, the other women that he respects. And the Queen of Cups would be like a motherly figure. So kind of like women who he admires, maybe the women that raised him, that he just has a very deep, they taught him this type of respect. It's like his mother raised him right in this way, or his motherly figure like raised him right in this way. I feel like that's very significant. You know me, I'm gonna get very detailed for you. I do have initials for you for this reading. I do feel like I'm giving their initials, so if you don't know them, then you won't know their initials, but these are the initials that I have for this reading. Let me know how they resonate. I was getting L, D, C, J, H, F, R, M, A, E, S. And we'll dig in more detail in part 2. I'll see you there. This man really cares about being a good man. He cares that you think he's a good man. He cares that he thinks he's a good man. He wants to be a good man. It's not just for show. This is like his morals, his ethics, his guiding principle. He wants to do what he like feels like he's supposed to, like whether that's, you know, working hard and showing up for his family. There's the Queen of Wands. We already saw the King of Wands. So now we've seen the King and Queen of Cups and the King and Queen of Wands. There's lots of divine counterpart energy here. And we had seen the Six of Stars come out before too. Like I said, So there's like very like this equal, equitable relationship. So he's really trying to do what he thinks he's supposed to. I also get the sense that he is somebody who, like, I feel like he can fix things. So I don't know if, he wants to make sure if something breaks, he literally is like going to go get it fixed, or he knows how to fix it himself. Maybe he has, some like skills like that. But I also get the sense he's good at repair. A very important skill in a relationship is when there is some sort of breakdown, that there's also repair. And I feel like this man really is good at doing those repairs. Yeah. So like when there's the 10 of crystals, when there's some sort of hurt that happens in the relationship, he's good at communicating after it to like move forward and make sure that you get back on the same page. The 8 of Wands, like getting vulnerable in the conversations, the Strength card, and actually having the conversation, the Magician, and knowing that like there's no winners or losers. It's not about that. With the 5 of crystals, it's about getting back to that balance. The Temperance card and the 6 of stars, like, is that balance, the reciprocity, the equal give and take, making sure you're on the same page. And so I feel like that's one of his skill sets, so to speak, because he's in this for the long haul, friends. 10 of stars. This man is in this for the long haul with you. He wants to build a legacy with you. I feel like this includes marriage. He might even have kids. I do feel like he does care about like being a father. Maybe there's the Emperor under there to confirm that. Okay, the 10 of stars and the Emperor. So now we've also seen the Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor and the Empress. The 10 of stars is very much though about building something that's very like long lasting. The family unit. Maybe you'll have kids together, or maybe he already has kids. I just feel like there are kids involved here. Another thing with the Emperor and the 10 of stars coming out is how much this person cares about making sure that the bond that he's building, the family unit that he's creating, the relationship that he's creating with you is unbreakable. Like, it's very healthy, it's very sturdy, it's very deep rooted. This also speaks to his loyalty. He is extremely loyal, faithful. Like, that's also part of the like doing what he's supposed to do. He does not speak to other people like that he shouldn't be or something like that. Like, he doesn't have a wandering eye. Like, he's very, very loyal, very, very faithful. He's not hiding anything from you, is what I'm getting. Yeah, his fire burns for you. The Ace of Wands, his fire burns for you. He is passionate about you. As I'm doing this reading, I keep on seeing the number 12. I also keep seeing 222. And then I also think the numbers where it's like 7, a number 7, so like 737, 757, 767. It doesn't matter what it is, but I just feel like that's another confirmation. Let me know if any of those numbers have any significance to you, or also if you see them in like the likes, comments, shares, on the clock, anything like that. That's another little sign of synchronicity. But I'm gonna keep on telling you more. Let's go to a part 3. This man always has your back. He genuinely believes in you, and he's a good man. He wants you to believe in him too. He sees the beautiful future that the two of you can have together. I want to show you more about how he sees you though, like why he believes in you so much. Thank you, Spirit. The Fool. Well, I feel like he's just so confident that no matter what obstacle you are going to face, that you can always overcome it, that there's always like a beauty in the journey, a blessing in the journey. There's a lot of bliss here with the Sun card, the Fool card, and the Ace of Cups as well. He views you as somebody who he can have a blissful life with. I think he sees the way that you create your own bliss as well. Thank you, Spirit. There's like a carefree attitude to you as well. That like the way that you kind of go about in the world, not really necessarily caring about how everybody else is gonna think about you. And that's one of the things that he admires about you. I think you like will go to the beat of your own drum, right? And I feel like also with the Page of Crystals, you have such a unique perspective. He values the way that you think. He definitely values your mind. Okay. I feel like, yeah, you have a creative sense about you, and he values that. Also, okay, this is also reminding me, as I was getting the downloads for this reading, I kept on getting things about the color like ice blue, an icy blue color, like even kind of like the aquamarine or something like that. And then I literally wrote that down to remind myself like, oh, maybe there's something about ice, like an ice blue color. And then I took a sip of my Spindrift, which I have not had this flavor in so long. And I was like, even this is almost like an icy blue, like something about an icy blue color could be significant. I don't know. Also, I feel like that, that's like a March birthstone, or I think December's modern birthstone is also like an icier blue color, so maybe that's significant. But maybe just seeing that color doesn't have to be the birth months here, but that I just thought that could be a significance for you. I just said in part 2 about number signs, and I just saw it was 922 as I just paused there for a second. Okay, let's see. Queen of Crystals. I feel like you're in your head a lot more than this person is. I feel like he wants to kind of like get you out of your head. He definitely sees you as being more like you're in your mind a lot. I think also he's unclear as to whether you've made your mind up about him. And even if you would like accept his, I see the Page of Stars on the bottom of the deck now, like if you would accept his proposals for moving forward, his goal we saw before, the Emperor and the Ten of Stars, his goal is to have this like marriage, family, whatever that looks like for the two of you, but like this long term. And I think he's not even sure if you would accept that. Page of Stars, Page of Cups here, interesting. There's definitely a creative sense that you have. I think that your mind is going all the time. You're thinking all these different things. And I think that sometimes maybe that ends up confusing him a little bit. He wants to be more like steady, King of Stars. It's very interesting. So now we have gotten 3 queens, 3 kings, and the Emperor and the Empress. But it's interesting which queen is not here and which king is not here yet. Okay, so because the King of Stars is on the bottom of the deck, we already saw the King of Cups, and we already saw the King of Wands, and we also have the Emperor. So the King of Crystals is not here yet. And then meanwhile, we have the Queen of Crystals, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress. So the Queen of Stars is not here yet. Okay, so I feel like you are more in your head and he is more in his body. That's one of the differences between the two of you. You're more in your head. You are maybe like an overthinker, and I don't think that's his style at all. You might also be more of like a planner in certain ways, or like really wanting to know all the details of certain things, and he doesn't maybe have that same approach, but at the same time he does have these long-term goals and long-term plans, and he's very much like a doer in terms of making sure that he's going to get that to happen. I feel like he's maybe a bit more like grounded in places where sometimes you're a bit more in your head. So maybe this reading is also to help just assure you about what the possibilities are between the two of you. So I think we'll do that in a little bit more detail. Let's look at the future between the two of you and really like how good of a collaboration, like can you get to this for real. We'll look at that in part 4. I'll see you there. This man believes that you can build a beautiful future together if you let it grow. He knows it's something that needs to be taken care of over time, constantly re-nurtured. With the Ten of Stars, it's like really putting that effort in to grow this tree, to grow this legacy so that it lasts for the rest of your lives, and it creates this safe place for you, this relationship that is like your security, your stability, the thing that you always come back to. Your relationship will feel like home. And I want to show you whether that's actually possible, that whether he's right. And I do want to also reiterate, I do see the Knight of Crystals. So that's like a good sign already. This is like a good green light, go ahead. But I also want to reiterate that this is somebody who is you're either with like right now, or like they're in your orbit right now, or it's somebody that is coming in your future. This is not somebody from your past for this tarot reading. Okay, because even in the song that I was getting, What a Man, there's the line that's like, here's to the future because we got through the past. So this is not you returning to somebody from the past. This is something for the future. Okay, the Three of Cups is also showing me success, celebration, collaboration. So this is also just showing that the two of you can really be a really great team. Four of Wands as well. This is marriage. This is divine union. This is also celebration and joy. There's so much joy in this relationship. We already saw the sun before. Now we just got the 3 of Cups. Now we also have the 4 of Wands. So it's kind of like, are you going to choose this? Because it does feel like it's very, very joyous. By the way, my name is Beth and I do offer personal tarot readings at the link in my bio. I don't DM you, so please don't get scammed. A lot of this channel came through before I even had my tarot deck. So I wrote down some other signs and synchronicities that might be meaningful for you. So one thing I was getting is like seeing a pool table, having a conversation about bras or purchasing new bras, something about bras. Also, I keep on seeing Tupac lately, and then I remembered he had a cameo in the music video. So maybe something about Tupac is also a sign or synchronicity for this reading for some reason. I do feel like a lot of the themes that I talked about in part 2 relate to how Tupac lived his life, so that could make sense. Also, this man very likely has a deep voice or a voice with a lot of bass to it. So let's just see if there's any other final message for you. Thank you, Spirit. Any other final message for this the Lovers and the High Priestess? This is a beautiful relationship. You get to be the person who you want to be, and you get to be in this relationship that's the type of relationship that you deserve with a truly good man. A good man that the universe or God is sending to you. A good man who is on his way to you right now if he's not already there.